Let me start by wishing everybody the Shanah Tova, a happy new year. It's so good to see our community together. It simply warms my heart. When I told my friends that I had agreed to become president, some of them thought I was crazy, and they might be right. But seriously, I take it as an honor and a great responsibility. In our Torah reading for Rosh Hashanah Day 2, in Genesis chapter 22, God puts Abraham to the test. God starts by making sure Abraham is paying attention, and Abraham responds, Hineni, here I am. As we know, this test is the binding of Isaac. I first remember hearing this story when I was quite young and in Hebrew school, before they tossed me out. As I got older and attended high holiday services, I was a bit better able to understand the story. Skip forward to when my boys became bar mitzvahs. Their studies included a more complex way of understanding the meaning of Hineni than I had reading the story when I was their age. This included studying Martin Buber's book, The Way of Man. Chapter 4 is entitled, Here Where One Stands. This chapter relates to the tale of Rabbi Bunim of Krakow. Maybe some of you remember. He tells his students the story of Rabbi Isaac, or Isaac, who has lived many years in poverty. Rabbi Isaac dreamed that he was told to look for a treasure under the bridge of the king's palace in Prague. Rabbi Isaac ventured to this bridge and waited for the guards to leave. Instead, the captain of the guard asked Rabbi Isaac what he was doing. After listening to the answer, he said that Isaac was less likely to find a treasure under the bridge than the captain was going to Krakow and finding a treasure buried under Isaac's stove. Rabbi Isaac took this as a sign from God, went home. We are Jewish, there is one God. Isaac dug under his stove, found a treasure, and used it to build his synagogue. I take this story to mean that we need not venture out to find a treasure. Sometime that treasure is right here under our feet. And for us, that treasure is Bethel. The building, the music, most of all, the warmth of everyone who makes up this community. And it's our job to make sure that we don't forget to look around us all the time and remember that we are Bethel. Hinenu, here we are, all together. We have a responsibility to come together to remember where we came from, take stock of where we are, and think about where we are going, especially where we are going. So let's take a moment to reflect on our plans and what we're going to do to make this happen. Let's start with Hinenu by realizing where we are right now. We have completed the bathroom project and now have a single-use, fully handicapped, accessible bathroom, which even talks to you. And 2 multi-stall, all-gender bathrooms. Following several congregational conversations and a vote, we have kept our long tradition of being an inclusive, caring, open-minded community. We are now in the second year of Cantor Vera's tenure. It might have taken one more year than we thought to find a new cantor, but boy, was it worth the wait. She has brought tremendous energy, spirit, and compassion to the role. It's just amazing how much music is always in the air. And continuing the story of our cantors, as you might have heard, we are in the process of actively reintegrating Cantor Emerita Laurel into our activities. She has been working with myself and with the rabbi and Cantor Vera to make this happen. In particular, Laurel is hoping to offer a bi-weekly class at Bethel focusing on the Midot and Torah. Stay tuned for the starting date. On top of this goodness, there are these days when I come to Bethel, I am feeling an excitement and an energy that I haven't felt in many years. The rabbi and I have been connecting around new visions for leadership in our congregation. A lot of people have been working very hard on making these ideas a reality, and we're seeing this work beginning to pay off. As I wrote to you a month ago, we have convened 3 task forces. They're tightly focused on what we can do this year to build on this energy. They also have a larger goal to grow us back to a level of membership that can comfortably sustain us for the long term. These groups are strategy, marketing, and membership. Each has been tasked to develop ideas that will allow us to better communicate both internally and with the greater Jewish community. And it's important that these plans be practical. We want to implement them this upcoming year. These task forces are not the people who will implement these ideas. That's where we need you, our members. We pride ourselves on being a congregation which supports one another by getting involved very actively in the life of our community. We all need to join in on doing the work to make these goals a reality. Sometimes we will be looking for folks to lead, but mostly what's needed are folks to take up small individual tasks. So stay tuned for communications from these task forces early in this new Jewish year. And I ask you that you be ready to raise your hand to say, Hineni, here I am. To acknowledge that you want to play a part, even a small one, in the holy work that will sustain our community. Our clergy, our leadership, and I are looking forward to partnering with you in finding the treasure that's right here for us, keeping Bethel strong and vibrant for generations to come. I say again, Shanah Tova, and wish everyone a happy and healthy year.